in 2018, 2019. Late 18, early 2019. My life handed me homelessness and coming off of 20, 25 years of opiates and benzos that the VA and I believed that I needed to be on. I didn't know how to deal with pain on my own. I didn't know how to deal with life on my own. I had anxiety medications. I had depression medications. I had medications to go to sleep. Lorazepam, clonazepam, sertraline, trazodone for sleep. Gabapentin, that's the worst. Oh, God. Cyclobenzaprine, hydrocodone. And I had been on all those medications and all the pain pills and everything for so long. And back then, the VA just handed them out pretty much like candy because once you start, that's where you're going to be for life. You can't handle things on your own. Well, yes, you can. Coming on 7, 8 years of freedom from the prescribed medications. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it on my own, so I went and got my medical marijuana card. I didn't like the way it felt. I lived in my vehicle. I needed to be able to drive, so I quit that. I don't like pot anyway. Eating it or smoking it. I took up mindfulness meditation, self hypnosis. I took up DMSO, absorbing junior tendon therapy. They're both used in the veterinarian section of Tractor Supply, cow ranch, things of that nature for horse tendons. Last year, I couldn't deal with pain. I couldn't overcome it with my mind, and I needed help. So I bought edibles twice last year. The year before, probably twice. I can't remember the last time I ate edibles. Um, I've quit drinking. This time it's coming on 3 months. I lived in a Jeep for a year and a half saving. I bought a cargo trailer. I converted the cargo trailer. I bought land. I lived on the land. But I'm always traveling, so I had to leave to California. My father had dementia and Alzheimer's, and I had to leave for 2, 3 weeks, and I came back and there was squatters and thieves on the property. And I cannot deal with the anxiety of that. So when I got them off, I sold my property. I sold the shed that was on the property, but I doubled my money. So everything was good. So I've lived in the motel now for almost 2 years. I've saved my money. And I put a 20% down on a brand new Ram truck, and I put 20% down on a 2-year-old travel trailer. And I've got a good savings account for emergencies. I have A to A plus credit. That gives me about $8,000 of emergency repair money if I need it. And I have a steady income. From Social Security, from working all my life. I just turned 62, so on the 10th I get my first check. I have a VA disability compensation and pension at 100%. When I was in the Air Force, I was in a 3-car head-on accident, and I went through the windshield and broke my neck, broke my back, broke my right femur. I have scar tissue on the brain. I have pain, but I don't take anything for it. My medications now are acetaminophen or Tylenol, a meloxicam, which is a time release, like acetaminophen. It's non-narcotic. I take a blood pressure tablet, and I take a water pill because my legs swell up like balloons. I have allergies, so I take loratadine. And I take a Benadryl. One small dose of each. The side effects of the loratadine is it's a mood stabilizer. I've been in the motel, and cooking at the motel isn't good. I'm looking forward to moving into the travel trailer and traveling around and being able to cook for myself. When I was in my old equipment, the cops, the rangers, the public, in the Jeep, in the cargo trailer, I was always looked at funny because it did look like a homemade dwelling, but we lived in it. We enjoyed living in it. We did the quartzite thing for a couple of years. That didn't work for me, too many people. So we stayed up in northern Arizona, and it was not uncommon for us to wake up and have a foot of snow on the roof. But that was peaceful. Now we're traveling in a new truck and a newer travel trailer, so I'd look like just another tourist, old retiree, but I'm still the same old nomad wanting to go around. I've got to get my Marks-a-Lot board, dry erase board, and put it up in the new travel trailer so that I can stay focused on my bills, my goals, and I also write down everybody's names that are camping around me or beside me so that I can keep track of what's going on. And also, while in the forest, I write down the dates that I am in the forest so that if I'm questioned by the rangers, they know that I'm staying within my 14-day stay limits and kind of my track record of where I go. Arizona is rich in national forest and BLM and Arizona State Trust land camping. I bought Nash Fork because it's close to 3 national forests and tons of BLM. You've got the Coconino, the Kaibab, and the Yavapai National Forest all within a stone's throw. 15 days in each place affords you and allows you to move around and stay within the stay limits. Just please pick up after yourself. So many of the nomads out there, I know their finances are down and they're having troubles, but pick up your trash. Don't leave your shit everywhere. We're going to lose the freedoms that we have. I keep my residence at the motel. I've been here forever, and the owner of the motel is like a father figure to me. So I've always got a place. It's always mine. I always have a home. It is home. Forward journeys. Thanks for listening.